There we go. Hello. 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 Can you hear me? No, seriously. I see it. I see my bars bouncing, so you must hear me. Um, let's take a look at the live leaderboard update brought to you by Extaforus. Um, Mikey is in the lead with Shane McClanahan, Will Warren, Brian Baker, Ben Rice. He's basically taking the same thing as I have. Where's our difference? We both have Jeffers. I don't know. I don't know what the difference is. Um, Live spec. All right. This is what. So someone was nice and they gave me um, the Zips projections, and doing that, I tried to figure out how what Zips how they took the Zips projections and got overall. It was just a bunch of gobbledygook. Um, but there's a formula. Who knows if the formula is right or not? But this is a system, and you kind of trust the system, and that's that. So let's first look, I guess, at bronze cards going up, and let's say like 70. So, um, by the Max Mayer looks like he's probably going to be going up. Uh, his home runs have been down. His P BABIP is like for pitchers among the least correlated. So the BABIP weighting is not probably that much, and then but his strikeout rate, he's been striking out a ton more. He's faced 132 batters, so um, that's like about 50 innings, I think, something like that. Is this tool live? Yes, this tool is live. Uh, I have it for people who kind of help pay for the servers and stuff. Um, so when the new update comes out with new cards, I'll probably be able to have a better. We'll probably be able to look more into how the Zips projections blended with regular season results. Uh, how good this projection system kind of works out. Um, yeah, so Will Warren's been doing good. He's crushing it tonight. Again, the BABIP is kind of all over the place, but just like in real life, or I guess just like in PT, uh, um, just like in PT, BABIP takes a while to BABIP takes a while to to stabilize. So, but yeah, uh, lots of lots of irons or lots of bronzes that are going up to silver. If we look at silvers, that should be going up to bronze or gold. Senzatella to perfect. Isn't Senzatella always going to perfect? Parker Messick. This was like I feel bad because I remember that one day that um, I was in Laptop Hounds uh, Laptop Hound stream, and he was gonna play Parker Messick, and I was like, no, don't. Soriano's gonna go perfect. It looks like this is capped to 10. I wasn't. not 100% sure why, but I think a lot of these kind of make sense. A lot of them are kind of pitchers. Well, not really. All the catchers have been raking. Taylor Ward has been doing well. Casey Mize, I guess he's. This is where him being on the IL is a little bit of a bit of a question because Sporer said today that uh, that Vasquez Vasquez did get a win. I think that was right. Um, but yeah, like Alcantara is going up. Guys on the IL, I think all these guys like they okay. So Donovan at 71 plate appearances, he's probably locked out. But Casey Mize was 128 batters faced. I could see it would be a bit of a jump, like going from 74 to 79. So okay, so uh, I need to make this more easy for people to understand what's happening because I apologize. I don't really do a good job of doing that. But like, it's easier for 79s to go up than it is for like a 72. So like Ryan Jeffers, uh, he's on Upwatch because he's close to 80, but like I think seeing like a 10-point jump is unlikely. There's like a few recalibrations I think that happen, but like otherwise, yeah. So, but like McGonagall is like I don't know, pretty surefire. He hasn't hit a home run yet, but I figure I don't know. It's been pretty exciting to play him every day in PT Live, but otherwise, it's been a bit of a struggle. Um, if you think a card is going up, but the lowest price is already higher than the quick sell value of the next, do you still buy them? And no, no. I think even on these, um, it's like if you can sell it for like two times the quick sell price of the next tier, I guess like you should. Yeah, so like it's okay, so like most things in the game, it's a matter of what you want and versus what you need, I guess. Like you if you need the money now, yeah, like if you think Alcantara is going to continue going ham, like, and you think he's going to go from like silver to diamond, then getting him at whatever 400 or 500, you basically 10 times your like what are you going to do with the money is basically it. Like think of it as like keeping it in the stock market, right? If you need the money now, you cash out. If you hope that's going to keep on going up and to the right, then hold. Yeah, otherwise cash out. Uh, if you honestly think Drake Baldwin is gonna go perfect, then hold. Like you can always like think of the uh, think of each card as kind of like it's a voucher, right? It's like a voucher, the quick sell voucher value. And so at the very worst case, that's the minimum that you can actually get for that card. So Drake Baldwin, say he goes up to diamond, and so now you have 10 Drake Baldwins, and the next month happens, and Drake Baldwin turns into a pumpkin and like bats like 200, and you're like, oh no, he's gonna go from diamond down to like back to gold, or he's gonna go somewhere. Then like you at least have those Drake Baldwins that you can quick sell. You don't have to quick sell them now. You can like wait and see, wait 2 weeks, wait 3 weeks, see how like maybe he's gonna make that jump from diamond to perfect, and or maybe he's not gonna make that jump from diamond to perfect, and if he isn't, then you can always quick sell him. if that makes any sense. I think the big brain play was to buy a bunch of like I think the oh who was it? It was when I first built this. It was it was a I think it was a catcher. It was a Cam no Cam Smith's not a catcher. It can I search for positions? Oh, I can. Who built this tool? Carter Jensen? No. Cal Raleigh. It was another Liam Hicks. So I bought like a million Liam Hicks because like at the beginning of the year, like when I first had this tool, like he had 42, 43, 33, 62. So like he was on fire. And it looks like he's still on fire. But like Liam Hicks was a guy that um it thinks like his walk rate, oh my god, his walk rate is like less than half, and his avoid Ks is, or no, his gap, which is like kind of interesting. So like if you think power is going to be important, and like I think the way I can try to find what the coefficients are exactly, but like for batters, power's contribution to the card overall is not enough to really push Liam Hicks up. But I think I have like a million Liam Hickses or whatever. But like getting like these cards early, any bronze or irons early, and just making sure you have 10, because like as you open up packs, those are the cards that you're gonna get more than 10 of. More than one tier. How often over the cycles have players jumped more than one tier? Well, okay, so let me dig up something and see if so EVC and NYC does a really good job of tracking this. Um, let's see if I click on this. Is this gonna be okay? So this was the EVC and NYC uh, Zoom 200. There we go. Okay. Change details. I don't know how to read this. Make a copy of this file for yourself. This is the master that will update. I hope I don't know who owns this. Is this mine? This might be mine. Hold on 1 second. Oh, look at that. Victory. Can't stop, won't stop. Matt Olsenbaum. Woohoo! Who owns this document? How do I see that? Add shortcut. Is this must be mine. Make a copy. Exto. So hard when all my pictures are doing well, but I get a pull a good picture that I just can't leave out. I'm sorry, but I think I require more context for that statement, Data Diamond. So yeah, so if we go in here, we go view, zoom 200%. Okay, so we go change details. Charting? Maybe I should try to read out on how to use. On change, okay, make a copy. There are 3 pivot tables. Hitters ratings. When you hover over the pivot table, you see a green pencil with edit. Scroll down to see. Click on the pull down. So I think this is just like all the players. Oh, I see. So pivot table. When you hover over the pivot table. Yeah, no, McGonagall is definitely a guy who I think is oh, there we go. Edit. And what did he say? Read how to use scroll filters. Player name. Filters. Player name. Select all. Oh, I think, do I have to do one at a time? Oh, I think I have to do one at a time. Oh no. Well, okay. So overall, so this is probably what he wanted. So what's missing here, I think, is no. This is right. So we can just scroll down and we can see like how does he have this? So if I can I sort this? Create a filter. Convert to a table. Oh, here we go. Sort column. Sort Z. What is your take on how live updates happen now? Is it still zips from the new May 1? So that's a good question, Bullgoats, because I think what's happening is I think what would happen. Oh, this is just not going to render. That's fun. Did I just blow this table up? What I think is going to happen is I think it takes it blends everything in. I think what happens is it probably takes the preseason, and the way I'm modeling it is that every like in the preseason it might say someone has whatever 600 plate appearances, and if you had an average at like say let's take BABIP, so someone wanted like a 300 BABIP, and or maybe not BABIP, home runs. So like if what I say is like someone with 100 power is going to hit 40 home runs, and if the rate at which they hit home runs per plate appearance uh, is online with the projections, then the player won't move. But if like say he has like a 5% home run rate, which I think is a lot, um, and in reality he has more like a 6.5% home run rate, then I like blend those two rates together, but I'm always basing it off of the preseason. So I think that's how they do it. I don't know. That's just my guess. Is that they take from the preseason and they decay it over time and replace it with the real data. And then there's some. I don't think there's a manual process to it, but I think there's positional adjustments. Let's call it that. That they make some changes. But yeah, so looking at here, I think there were a few cards that did have a big jump. That did jump too. I think we just have to look for. Not seeing silver to gold, gold, bronze, silver to gold. I'm not seeing. I think there's really I think one or two cards that did a big jump, and it might have been like iron to gold or something like that. Let's see. Let's see. If I copy this and put this into an Excel, maybe that'll be a little better. table. Two. Format as a table. My table has header. A2. There we go. So sort largest to smallest. Okay, maybe we can try this. So if I do that, no, wrong one. Save. Just a moment. Oh. Now if I do that. Nope. Now if I do this, will it work? There we go. Okay. So latest uploads on that is fantastic. Thank you for using Zips. Now that the PT Live stuff is kind of good to go for a bit, I'm gonna switch over to addressing some quality of life issues with Zips and whatnot. So yeah, so looking at like the first update, I don't really see any big changes. Like a lot of bronze to silver. Yeah, so I don't think there was any big changes the first one. I know that was a long way to kind of answer your question, but yeah. So we're back here. So yeah, so if you want to just kind of go through catchers and all trends, I think Cal Raleigh is going to go down. Like if you look, his home run rate is down, his BABIP is down, his gap is down, his avoid K is down, but he's walking about the same. So it didn't like using the heuristics we had already. He basically like was close to not being a perfect, and now it's more justifiable. Contreras could go perfect. His power and eye is down, but he's like striking out at like half the rate, I guess, that they're projecting. So I know in the past, AVK used to be a large component of the base game overall rating. So potential, you never know. Will Smith is doing Will Smith things, but he's probably a sell. Herrera is close to a sell. I don't know. He's probably a hold. Bailey probably a hold or a sell. I should probably go through this because I was actually no, I was gonna go through this later. Shea is probably going up. Drake is probably gonna go up. Jeffers maybe. Carson Kelly might go silver. Carter Jensen might go bronze. Yeah, so that's catcher. Let's look at first baseman. So, surprisingly, if you watch the Blue Jays, you wouldn't expect this, but Vlad is doing Vlad things with a 386 BABIP. He's striking out less than what Zips projected, which is kind of funny. Nick Kurtz is also doing Nick Kurtz things. he's walking at a 20% rate. I think I saw something like this. I think someone shared something in one of the discords. Uh, yeah, Nick Kurtz is kind of crazy. 1 million I. Harper. Harper might go perfect. Like the heuristic is kind of, if you look at more like the difference between it, the, like what I predict his zips is to what the blended is, and you take that and you apply it to his real overall, then you can maybe argue that he might go perfect. Devers apparently, well, no, Devers is undershooting everything, but just marginally. Freddie Freeman, yeah, he's kind of struggle busing. Michael Bush. Michael Bush is not hitting home runs. And with him already being a 90, like him dropping is probably a little likely. We already talked about Olson going up. Murakami. It's great that he's in the game. I used him a bunch for PT Live for a while. Ben Rice. As much as I don't like the Yankees, he's kind of good. Spencer Torkelson. That's surprising. Yeah, Josh Naylor. How are the good on the White Sox for trying something actually? No, the White Sox, like, yeah, the White Sox are definitely kind of doing pretty well with Murakami. Yeah, Josh Naylor, not having a good time. That ball in the back of his head that he took in the ALCS last year. A bunch of bronzes should be going up. Dominic Smith. Is he? No, he's on the Braves. I remember when they signed Dom Smith, and I remember listening on XM Radio, and the silly host was like, "Oh my God, like Dom Smith to the Braves is going to be one of the bigger moves this offseason." And the one guy was being ridiculed for that take, but you never know. He could be a perfect. He could be. Maybe in July or August. Let's take a quick look through second base. Ketel Marte. This was kind of surprising, considering. I guess I don't know how the Diamondbacks are doing, but I know Marte was like the biggest trade chip over the winter, and they never sold him, and now he's turned into a pumpkin. Yeah, none of the second basemen seem to be doing much of anything. Brendan Donovan. I think Altuve's been doing okay. Yeah, there's not much asked of him. Cronenworth, not good. Bryson Stott? Oh, yeah, this is second base. I was like, why is he listed as a first baseman? Cole Young? That could be kind of interesting. Schneeman? Oh, I remember Schneeman. Oh, man. 438 BABIP, and, well, it's only 87 plate appearances, so it's kind of... These are all plate appearances. Oh, no, it's 70 plate appearances. Okay, so I'm being, like, not that unfair. All right, let's look at third baseman. J-Ram keeps on doing J-Ram things. Imagine if his BABIP wasn't 206. When are they going to talk about Jose Ramirez in the same breath that they talk about Mike Trout? Let's check this out. Let's check out Baseball Reference and see Jose Ramirez versus career WAR of Mike Trout. How do I? Isn't there a way to compare? I think. Compare. If I could spell, compare Jose Ramirez to Mike Trout. Who wore it better? Who wore it better? Okay, Mike Trout wore it better. But, not by much, though. Well, by quite a bit, but um, they felt like it's Mike Trout's had a few more seasons. I don't know. I feel like J Ram doesn't get the love he needs. Less walks, less RBIs, more home runs, way more doubles, close to as many hits. 500 less plate appearances. So yeah, so J Ram has one less season. Yeah, J Ram good. No one really like Bohm Vientos. Trouts. No, I like the Fishman. I wish he could have had like a more like I don't know more than one playoff game or whatever it is. Let's see, Renifo hasn't hit a home run. That's probably not good. This was an interesting bug to fix about two Max Muncies that both play third base. That was fun. Josh Young, or is it Jung? Do you? I don't remember. I think it's Jung. Josh Jung. Ernie Clement. There's something in here that is ridiculous, but I feel like he's more ridiculous. Okamoto. Okamoto just hit a home run, so his power should be starting to get there. Not on down much though. There are people in the Discord were talking about Miguel Vargas. Was it Miguel? No, it was a different Vargas. Maybe it was Miguel Vargas. Riley needs to do better if the Braves are going to do better. Muncie's been doing really well, but I guess he's an 80, so he probably goes from an 80, like it says here, to an 88 or goes to high 80. So like Muncie is like one of those guys who like if he doesn't go up um, this update, if he continues on this rate, then he's probably gonna go to Diamond next update. It's like one of those guys. All right, let's take a look at shortstop. Yep, Gunner, Frankie Lindor, Adamas isn't doing well. Zeke Tovar, one home run. Yeah, so McGonigal going straight to perfect. J.P. Crawford's been good. Colson Montgomery's been good. Chase Maderoff. Yeah. What do we have after shortstop? Left fielders? Actually, let's look at. Can I do this? Can I do all? Okay, so all outfield. One thing that I think is going to be well, actually I'll talk about it when we get to the pitchers, but yeah, yeah. So Trout is probably I wouldn't be surprised if Trout is a perfect, considering how well he's been doing. And he is missing like 50 points of BABIP, so uh, early Mike Trout MVP? Unlikely. Actually, I don't know. What? Let's go back. Let's see how Mr. Trout is doing. Who's leading the league in WAR? Leaders 2026. Oh, it's McGonigal. Well, Trout's up there. He's not that far. McGonigal straight to perfect. What do I have this sorted by now? Oh, I just have it sorted by here? Oh, 1 second. Okay. What do we have here? What do we have here? Just checking some stuff. In game. Trent Grisham. I don't know. Yankees fans. Has he been doing as bad, or is it just because he's an 82? Taylor Ward's been doing okay. He's someone who could go up just because he's a 78. It's near the border. Chase DeLauder. I didn't watch enough of the Cleveland Toronto series, so I didn't get a chance to really see him. Oh boy, I'm getting spanked in the treasure trove. What? Oh, this is no good. Treasure trove. Luis Robert. I think he was doing okay. Looked like he just a lot of not a lot of power. Justin Crawford. Okay. Dylan Beavers. This is just thinks that his ratings are too high. Like, in game he's a 63, but the way the mapping of the algorithm works, it thinks he's a 77. Angel Martinez, I think he's doing. I think he's doing pretty well. Will Warren, 65 points, gets the win. Oh, he was one strikeout away. We got Sheehan, who is he out? He is out of the game, so he's baked in. And then Shane and Baker both did well. Ben Rice put up a bomb. Matt Olson just said he had a bomb. Need some love from Monty. Need Albies to do something. Go Rays, Baker Elite. Yeah. What was I looking at? I was looking at this. Yeah, so irons, I don't know. They're not that interesting. So really the only like Acuna might go down. Trout might go up. Grisham might go down. Bellinger's been kind of doing some stuff. Taylor Ward might go up. DeLauder might go up. Yeah. And then that leaves the DHs. Griffin Jacks maybe going down. Uh-oh. Who do we have left here? We did catchers. Let's look. Let's look at the 4 DHs in the game. Oh, there's 2. Shohei Ohtani. Oh my, he's exceeding his ZiPS projection. He has a 429 BABIP. That's wild. And then Marcell Ozuna is probably going to go down. So if we're going to look at pitchers now, I think pitchers are most interesting. Yeah, Crochet, Reagan's both not doing well. Crochet, maybe because he's on the IL, stays perfect, but who knows? Bradish, Fried is probably going to be a perfect. I'm kind of disappointed because I don't have a Fried. He's probably just going to be a good card. Bubich. Ubik. I don't know. Yuri Perez. So the part that lots of gold pitchers are going down. What gets me, Alcantara going perfect, Soriano going perfect, Parker Messick going perfect. What the thing that you need to look at, I would say, and I started paying attention to it, is are there actually players labeled closers? Foster Griffin, Nick Martinez. So what I would look at is like Reed Detmers. He's mislabeled as an RP. So like he might actually go down, I think, because starters get a offset. Don't quote me 100% on this, but I think like you get a bump as an RP, or they did last year, and that's why like there's so many perfect RPs. Are there that many perfect? Oh, can I start by this? There's no so if I do like 30, yeah, there we go. I thought there was more perfect. I guess there's not. I remember last year there being like 5 perfect RPs, like Griffin Jacks. Senzatella listed as an SP? You're saying he is or he isn't? Oh, he is listed, but he's not a starter. So if we look up Senzatella, I clear this. I put in SP in here. He's apparently exceeding zips, but he's not starting. So yeah, so Senzatella. This is okay. I get your comment now. You said this before, didn't you? Senzatella to perfect. You are correct. You are correct. You are correct. Everyone go buy Senzatellas. I'm gonna go buy a Senzatella right now. I probably have 100 Senzatellas. Apparently I have 20 Senzatellas. If I hide this. If he goes perfect. Oh man. There's gonna be a lot of, it's like what is it? Bank error. Everyone collect $200. Yeah. That would be wild. No, but like he very well could go up to diamond or something like that. But who knows? So we get rid of Sens. Let's just look at like the pitching cohort in its entirety. So like we already talked about Crochet, Reagans. Let's Hunter Green's on the IL. He's probably gonna stay there. They usually don't. This Hunter Brown, he's probably staying fine. Bradish, yeah, we already talked about. Edwin Diaz, he's had 33. He faced 33 batters. Is that enough to drop him? Probably not. Devin Williams is going down. Griffin Jacks, he's a starter? Or is he an opener? After you get through some live spec stuff, can you talk about how you seemingly boil everything down to runs? Yeah, I can do that. Rather than WOBA, which most other models seem to do. How do I get runs? Because there's a formula to turn WOBA into WRAA, which is weighted runs above average. And then I deconstruct, there's a Tom Tango article about, hold on, let me dig it up. We're almost done. We're pretty much done here, unless anyone has like a particular question about a guy they want to see. Yeah, so Jax is a starter. Like I feel like relievers to starters go down in overall, but starters to relievers go up in overall. Um, yeah, so those are my picks. I guess like if I had a gun to my head and it was like pick three guys to go up, it would be uh, Fried, Trout, and oh god, Fried. What is this sorted by overall? Likely up to Schlittler. Schlittler is gonna go perfect. Okay, and then three guys who are gonna go down. It would be Reagan's, Crochet, and Rally. Yeah, no, I think it's gonna take a while because I remember last year it took a long time for those types of things to happen, and like even positional players when they have their primary position changed, like it's very rare for them to actually go in and make that change. Um, so yeah, so let's go check out Zips. So in tournaments, oh, I don't have this. I need to look into this more. But basically, so if we were gonna look at like something like Bronze Quicks, um, Jax is starting tomorrow. Interesting. This doesn't look that good. Let me pull up something else that's a little bit more useful. Hold on. Okay, so if I do hide that, unhide, no, oops, maybe. There we go. Okay, so there is um, there is a way to convert things. Can you see this? What if I do that? Okay. There's a way to take the observed league totals, turn them into runs, and from there turn them into Woba coefficients, and then from there turn them into weighted runs above average. Can we go over why the Breslau Binturongs abused me in early gold semis today? The Breslau Binturongs had some like, what's the Binturong equivalent to catnip? Because I've been complaining for weeks, and poor Shifted has had to listen to me complain for weeks about being awful, and I go ahead and I win 2 tournaments today, and I'm like floored. Florida man. Um, but yeah, so there's this formula for converting to WRAA, and then from WRAA you use runs per win, and that's how I get my war factors. So even like on the website, or actually, hold on, let me look up the Tom. So there's this random gist. Chimera, who used to run TGS, and he got me into modeling. He had an implementation like this, and if you like look up whatever Tom Tango Woba weights, it tells you all the things you need to do. Um, if you don't want a random just GitHub, Tom Tango Wobo. Oh, it's like in my history. No. Oh, I can't like find it. I don't remember now. Tango can't find the Tango Tom Tango page, but if I do, I'll post it somewhere. But it's like it's basically like this whatever's in this gist, and like all I did is I put it into kind of a table format, and then that's how when I go and I look at my when I do my batter projections, I get WRAA, and I know I project like I project how a player excuse me, their weighted stolen base component, their running component, WRA component, and this is just like their bat war for the most part. And then for like positional players, I again I have like a run for a ball in play hit, a run for a double play, a run for an infield hit, and a run for an outfield hit. And when I do my defensive modeling, find what the I find what like so if we were looking at like second base here, I find what this is. Other people have different ways to do this kind of modeling of the defense, but I basically find what the averages are, the weighted averages, and then take how many plays they would make over a season and the played made percentage, and then how many plays made above average and how many double plays above average and how many errors above average or below average they are, and I sum them all up, and depending on what position they are, they get like a defensive war value. So if and when this like server update ever comes out, um, it's gonna be it's gonna be May. It's gonna probably change a bunch of things, because if you look at where is this? Is this third base? Yeah, if you look at third base, the third base played made percentage is 82%. Oh boy. And like people were asking earlier today, like, isn't BABIP destroyed across the universe? And it's lower. Like this is bronze data, and it's 285. And if we go back to like the website, and we like look at like tournaments, and I hide the Excel, and you expand out the tournaments, and you like sort. So like 1995 has a BABIP of 301, and I think it's like supposed to be 330 something. But like you can see, like as long as we have exports, like BABIP in what is this 1914 1919, like 247. This is like 30 points less, and it's probably due to the third base and second base ball distribution. Like all of these are, I would say, want to say like it's like between like 15 and 30 points lower than it should be. But yeah. All right. Kind of done. If anyone wants to be nice and buy the page that I have listed, I think it's still there. Yeah, if someone wants to buy this page, then I could rip some packs. Actually, no, I can't. I don't even think I can rip some packs. I don't know. Any other questions before I find a target to raid into? What do we got? We got Lone Star SW. So yeah. Anything else? If anyone wants to know anything. Or I could just sing for another 30 seconds. I don't really, like, I'm not much of a singer. And I have a bit of a cold, so I sound even worse. Sing more? Oh, God. What was I singing? Oh, I was brushing my cat. Sing more, 30 more. Did you guys not get drops this morning? I guess there has no, but okay. I'll sing for a little bit. No, now I'm trying to think. Oh, it was Wonderwall. I was singing that to my cat. I said maybe, maybe you're gonna be the one that makes me. And after all, you're my wonder wall. I liked Murakami, another Herman. Damn, Daniel. We could just like watch the leaderboard. $362. Oh Lord. Will you be rating OTV Dev in an hour? No, I will be going to bed shortly. I will be raiding into Lone Star, who may be raiding into. Actually, is there anyone else? Let me see if it's there. There's Woa. I don't know who Woa is. They have 2 viewers. We could raid into them. But no, unfortunately not. After an hour, I get kind of silly in terms of doing stuff. But I will take a short break and grab some water as we watch the leaderboard. All right. So yeah. Anything else? Anything at all? How are people doing in Perfect Team Live? Anything? Let's. IW, you wanna give some insights into the content creation process? Do you get to pick colors? Do you get to pick funny names? Really trying to stretch things out here. Sometimes. So I went to engineering school and I graduated from computer engineering, and the one of the disciplines was called systems design engineering, and the joke at the school was that they picked colors, and that was their um, I don't know, superpower basically. Uh, any like last minute requests for PT Live Tracker? I know when I was showing this to EVC, he was saying he wanted in the daily lineup, he wanted it to show how these points were made. So Schwarber doesn't have anything. May has been some fun research so far. How is Schwarber not? Is he not playing today? Is Schwarber out? Let's go to game day tracker. No, that's not. Is it? Total games. What team is he on? Schwarber's on the Phillies, right? Was he not playing today? Bottom of the ninth? Oh, he's actually 0 for 5 with 5 Ks. That is fantastic. I love it. I love it. Good thing they don't like have platinum sombrero negative points, because that would make me sad. Um, so I have 9 players left, but yeah. And Otani, like, I don't understand. Where is how did Otani not have any points either? Like, Otani should go to an iron just because, not because he helped beat the Blue Jays, but where? Oh my God, where are the Dodgers? I should probably just put this on its own panel. Actually, now that I think about it, what are your thoughts on the new Future Legends? I love Trey Savage. If I could get a tattoo, I would, but I don't. Have they not played yet? Did they play? No, they did play. Bottom of the 7th. Otani is also 0 for 4. Okay. We can take a look at them. And if I do this, and I do this, and I do this, let's look at some new cards. I really like Atreya Savage, who has not been pulled. There's some speculation that the low control guys aren't gonna be as good come the server patch, and I think that being said, because if BABIP increases and there's more runners on base, then it's not good. Like most complaints for Future Legends, the stamina is low, but you know, I don't know. In a diamond cap, I think this is a good card. Diamond Open, it's probably like an SP4, 5 maybe. I can't think at the top of my head who would be better, but I think this is good. I like it. River Ryan. It feels, and I haven't spent enough time looking at this, but it feels that reverse splits guys overperform. It could be that, like in bronze, there's so many left-handed batters that and the VL batters are so strong that the reverse splits guys are really good. So I don't know if that's just like a theme, but I could see this like definitely like starting in a low gold modern tournament. Again, stamina concern, hold runner concern, but I don't know. Quirky cards. Oh. All right, we'll do a draft. Because I need to figure that out anyways. The batting ratings are pretty good. I didn't even realize that. Like, this is decent for gold. What is it? Is the coloring off? Ratings, batting ratings. I feel like 73 should be higher. Odd. And then who else? Charlie Condon. There's a comment that this is the most I we've ever seen. In the current environment, he can't play third base. He will get eaten alive, so he's a first baseman. He's tall, so he does well at first base. This is probably like the most useful card I want to say. Like even with high strikeouts, I think the eye kind of helps. But yeah. Okay. We'll do a draft and then maybe someone is on, maybe not. We'll see. Otherwise, we'll look after Lone Star. Oh, there you are. Shouldn't you be in a movie theater or something like that? What am I doing? I just got home. Okay. Weekly, Monday getting it started. That's too late. All right, let's do the Dead Ball Leisure Lounge. Oh, this is 1910 now. Oh Lord, everything is new. Oh boy, 1910. All right, this is gonna be an exciting. Oh God, what is 1910 even? Okay, I don't think it's much different than anything else, except there's gonna be a ton of errors. And oh God, I feel like this is with the run environment so suppressed. I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna draft like I normally draft and look at gap. Maybe I is gonna be useful. Maybe Ray Shulk. How are the draft rules? High bronze, low bronze. Interesting. Well, Jackie Bradley and Dave Harris make it easy because I don't think you do anything with that. I don't know which, like, do people strike out in 1910? Uh, People don't strike out in 1910. Shocker. Decent amount of Ks could be in 1910. You're talking crazy. All right, well, I don't know. Go with Matt Diaz. I feel like I want like big eye guys. I have no idea what I want. Oh God, Cy Williams. Let's go. Let's go big power. And put him in right field. One of the most important defensive positions. Oh God. I am at such a loss. Your error is good. It's 43. I think I'm gonna go just like lean into like I. I think that's the way to go. With Caminetti, he has high I. Yeah. Can he play first? No, he can't. Well, I think I take Robertson. Clay Bryant. Ed Holly. Reverse splits. I guess we take an Ed Hall. This is gonna be just a painful experience. Juan Uribe. Red Doohan? No. Willie Harris? Maybe we take Willie Harris as our center. Oh, this looks like a great card for this format, I think. Put Willie Harris in right. And we got it. We got it. Now we're cooking with fire. We got Uribe. We got Paul DeJong, who can play some second. High silver in round 12 will be fun. Oh, right. I need to remember that. Craig Reynolds? Connie Johnson? No, I don't think we... Dave Steve? I don't think he... No, that control it. Ooh! No. That's a trap. We're going to do Craig Reynolds. Or Keon Broxton? What am I doing here? I'm so confused. I'm getting 22 cards. It's 1910, so we need like... You have to go Steve and a left. Yeah, I know. 22 cards, that's like 6 pictures, so I'll have 16 batters? Like, I feel like I go... If I'm... The infield... Oh, I have Uribe already, so yeah, I think I go Broxton. 6 arms, not 7? I don't know. I think I've gotten to like the semifinals once in a laptop thing. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just like going all eye. I think that's going to be the meme of the day. All eye. Probably 7 is fine. I think 7. Yeah, 7 is fine. Can't really set stuff nicely without 7. Well, Candelaria will have to be. Well, even then, if it's 7 and it's 22, then that means it's still 15 batters. Sure, Dimitri Young. You can't go wrong with Dimitri Young. Sad Sam Jones, Quire, Glenn Wright, Dave LaRoche, Berardino, Wilson. I think I needed like a first baseman. I guess Dimitri Young plays first. Orsuna out of the pen to go and walk 15 people. Deacon McGuire. We have one catcher. Hal Smith. I think Hal Smith is pretty good. Yeah, I like this. Oh. Now I know why it's 7. Because none of these guys have stamina. Well, these two, but Hal Smith doesn't. I'm going to take Scott over Loney. Because I don't believe in strikeouts. And I don't believe that BABIP matters. Oh, there's lots of good cards here. Heavy Baez? Heavy Perez? No. Specs? Ooh, Specs. I do need a second catcher. I need to pick like 5 of these cards. Can I get a do-over, please? I'd like to pick 5 of these cards. I think I take Lopez. No, I don't take Lopez. I think I take Specs. Specs just for the eye. Brooks, automatic every time. I need 2 more pitchers. How many picks do I have? I got tons of picks. I got picks for days. Picks for days. Also the name of a tape that has been produced. Did I get this Josh Fogg guy? Ooh, that's dicey. Padilla? I'll probably take Padilla. Bob Buell? Oh, it's just me dying. I guess Bob Buell. And then that's our 7. I don't see any other. Oh, I can't even talk now. Yeah, Bob Buell. Oh, that's not the catchers we're looking for. I like Reed Garrett. Not good here. Cheney is good for a 41. Oh, wait, there's a silver coming up, right? Oh. This is Trixie. I'm going to get a silver catcher, aren't I? Who's my current catcher? Sulkhead? I need at least a platoon partner. This makes this pick even. Bob Welch? It's not reverse splitty. What am I doing? What am I doing here? George Hunter. George Hunter is dead ball maniac. We're taking George Hunter. Okay. All right. Here's the moneymaker. What are we doing? We're taking Tex Irwin. That's what we're doing. Oh boy. I am not a smart man. I am not a smart. Oh, maybe Branch Rickey. Doesn't really fit theme. I think it's Dan Pasquale we take. Yeah. Yeah, I think we take Dan Pasquale. Like, we don't have another catcher, right? Magically? No, we don't have another catcher. Um, yep. We're doing. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Deacon White? Oh no. Oh no. I miscounted. I looked at it as I was clicking it. Uh, no bueno. No bueno. Well. Well. Okay. We are gonna have a fun time tomorrow morning. Let's just call it for science. Oh no, these are terrible sliders for this. There we go. Let's do this. Let's do 65. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. 3-man rotation. Chen. Holly. The best of the best is what I like to call them. We should probably just put these all guys middle relievers. And then, I don't know, let's like say 65. So 125. 145, 135. And let's set this to like 45. Let's see what happens. Let's roll some dice. Let's get Jackie stealing. Let's get Keon stealing. I'm a little... Sulkhead is going to have to do a lot of heavy lifting. And I think that's about it. Pretty disappointed in that draft. We do not have a backup catcher. This is why I'm so good at the drafting game. This is why. This is why. Okay. We're good. We're Gucci. We're ready for tomorrow. We have not have to do a perfect draft. Next draft is Sunday Morning Revenge. What's happening in these? Am I gonna get some packs? I told Durden I'd pay for a PD masterclass. Why is Durden? Is he winning everything? I didn't think anyone was winning. Guys like Durden, like their ability to just feel cards. He was number 1 first base. Oh, I remember. Yeah, like his ability to just like beautiful mind drafts and stuff. Like I asked him one time to like kind of describe his process, and he's just like, yeah, I look at this card, and then I look at that card, and then I look at this card, and I'm like, oh, okay, that card fits here, and then that card fits there, and like for me it takes. This is the reason why I build zips, because completely incapable of getting that type of feel for now. All right, let's see drafts one. Dun dun dun. Warbot. He's another. He's like if you took Durden and made him obsessed about numbers. Although Durden is obsessed about numbers. That's doing a disservice of. I don't know any of these guys other than Durden or other than Warbot and Beckdog. I guess Stratico. He's pretty good. I have seen that name before. Yeah, the rest of these people, they have obviously dedicated a lot of time. Oh, Skep. Wait. Skip. Okay. I think that's it for tonight. Who do we get to raid into? We will raid into. Whoa. Because I think that's pretty funny. Raid. This channel is intended for mature audiences, people. Yeah. Have a good night. Happy Friday. And until next time. Bye.